Alrighty then, so here's a little project I'm working on. I've been wanting to film our preacher down at the church, and I sit on the front row because we're a little hard of hearing. We sit up close to the front because they have a big speaker up there and we can hear. And last couple of weeks, he's preached such a good sermon that it's just been amazing to me. And I got to thinking, well, I wish I could set a camera up here somewhere. Well, and I measured the bench. And the bench in front of me, which is the very first, bench in the church, the back side that I sit, next to is about as wide as my hand. And, I got a lot of little clampy things around here, but none of them are that wide enough to do that. And I went down in the banjo shed and I found this little DeWalt clamper. And, it's made to go onto something, and then you squeeze this little thing and it tightens up and clamps on. Well, what I did was I took and I used some of this Loctite all-purpose power grab, which I use this kind of stuff to put, tiles in the ceiling in that house up in Maine. And I put a drop on here, and I saved this little clamp, which this used to have a little light on it, and the light messed up, but the clamp still works. So I put this thing here, which is a little doohickey for one of these, like a camera goes on. And I attached it to this thing so that I can clamp that to the back of the church pew, and then I can set my camera on top of that, and then I can point it at the preacher and them, and get visions of them. So what I'm gonna do is somewhere around here I've got some I got some POR 15, I got some JB Weld. I should have a tube of JB Weld hanging here, but I know I got some POR 15 down in the other barn. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to go over where I put this Loctite and just put a bigger dose of that either JB Weld or POR 15 on that. I was pretty sure I had a... See, that's some POR 15 right there. That stuff hardens up really hard. But I don't see that JB Weld. I might have used up what I had before. Sometimes things get to be a mess around here. I know that none of y'all have that kind of problem at your house. Things don't just pile up and get to where you can't find nothing. What is that? That's JB Weld Extreme Heat right there. That might do it. Not that I need any extreme heat, but yeah. So anyway, that's what I'm working on. So after I made the clamp, I took it to church yesterday, and we have a little rail in front of where we sit that the top of it looks kind of similar to this. So I just clamped that to the rail, took my camera, set it right on there like this. And the preacher was standing out here like in front of the camera, and I actually shot the whole service on a DJI camera, not exactly like this. This is a DJI 2, and I'm shooting this with my DJI 3. They have these magnetic mounts, but hey, that made it easy breezy, and I can just lift it off there when I get ready. So I don't know if that'll help any of you if you'd like to try anything like that, but it worked good for me.